right, it's good friends, good games. Yeah, I'm gonna work on getting my way out of here. We're back. Xena's back. He went to the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, she just decided to go to Star Trek or something.
Zennissance.
Zennissance.
Yes.
Mark that as
Zen
the
Fair.
title. To Zennissance.
I wonder if Morgan was there.
No, Morgan didn't go to the Renaissance Fair. She was here.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and.
Oh, am I in Zen's webcam? Hang on.
Yeah, it was a good. Can you?
Oh, I see it. I see it.
My face.
Yeah, I can see it. Literally, as I do that, it's like there's my hand there, jacking Zen off.
Oh,
what, sir? Don't do that.
Someone touched my butt.
You like it? All right, try again. I think that's better.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Let me test it.
Yeah, we're good now. What monitor is Morgan watching us on to like see that? I could not.
Morgan has those, not the 1440p. She has the double that probably.
Oh yeah, she's got the gamer grill.
She was able to see it because
she has
wear
the
glasses.
2880p with that monitor.
She's got the gamer grill set up like fucking.
Oh, she has spicy brain. Got it.
She's Asian and yet she doesn't wear glasses, so it doesn't make any sense. I love you, Morgan. Please don't hurt me.
All right, let's test Morgan's cultural status here. Morgan, when you go grocery shopping, do you carry the little rolly cart? Like rolling it behind you?
Oh.
The rolly cart.
Yeah. Not a grocery store cart. You know, the little rolling cart. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the little rolling basket. Yep. Morgan's Korean card still stands. It's still valid.
Good to know. I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, that I want to see sound like.
No, we're not talking about the shopping cart, Morgan. You know what I'm talking about.
That just sounds like some off-brand like Nintendo Nintendo game Korean cart.
That's a bootleg.
Probably.
Yeah, bootleg.
Trolley. Is it a trolley? Is it a trolley? It's a shopping trolley.
Hold on. I'm gonna get a picture for Morgan right now. Let's see here.
But yeah, I had a good time at the Renaissance Fair.
Good.
Nice. Okay.
I
what did we do?
was actually quite sick when I went.
Oh no!
But for some reason, I was able to. I was able to take enough meds that would allow me to go.
Nice.
Like when I got home the very next day, I was practically in bed for 2 days. I just felt awful. I'm just glad that I didn't get my brother and his partner sick.
Good.
Did you eat a bad turkey leg?
Nope. Actually, I had lavis bread from Lord of the Rings.
Wait, lavis bread? What is this?
So lavis bread is it's the bread that that both Frodo and Sam eat when they're on their way to Mount Doom, and they're like, "Hey, we gotta really save them on their supplies," and they eat this bread, and basically one bite is enough to fill your bellies for the entire day.
Oh, it looks like lavish, right? Lavish. Yeah, it looks like pita bread.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like
pita bread. It was like a really nice shortbread.
Wait, how do you pronounce pita bread there, Erik?
I said pita bread. What?
Peter, the bread is here.
No, it's pita bread, not Peter.
Peter?
Peter!
Stop.
That's adorable.
Stop. This is no, that's bad.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll balance it out. Water. Bottle of water. There you go. I'll balance it out.
Anyway. Oh no, I'm talking the same as Morgan. Now we got issues.
It's Peter bread.
Why does my bagel taste so sweet?
Okay, so pita bread, and pita bread are the same thing, I'm hoping.
What? How do you say it?
Pita bread. Pita.
Pita. What? That's not even how it is. I've never heard it called this.
It's
pita bread.
Yes, souvlaki on a pita.
Wait, so I call it pita, P-I-T-A, but you call it pita.
I'm wondering if it's the same thing.
Is it the same thing that I think of? You're just wrong.
Is it the thing that you use for curry, like curries and stuff like that?
Hummus, all that good stuff.
Eric, high five.
You guys
nice. We are okay.
We're together.
No, because the thing everyone has to remember here is I'm British, and Britain has been around for a lot longer than Canada and America. So I one up both of you. The end of the session.
We came from your bosom, and we decided to okay.
Okay, look.
Yeah, I know. And then we decided, hey, we're going to one up you, and we're going to call this bread pita bread, and we're not going to boil our hot dogs.
Say aluminium.
Except
then.
That's
all you saying we've been around longer than all the rest of you. Is all you're saying is that you've been doing it wrong for the longest. That's all you're saying.
Or doing it right, and you guys are always wrong.
No, that's like the guy that
all you do is rebelling here and changing things. That's all it is. We're like a freaking child that is like trying to rebel against their dad. I do things differently.
I have nothing in this fight, okay? All I'm saying is everyone else says it the other way. You say it.
Who's everyone else? Canada and America. What about the rest of the world?
The country that the bread originates from?
Hang on a minute. What?
He's going to confirm this. I might be wrong. I'll eat my words if I'm wrong.
Bread origin. Middle East.
Okay, how do they pronounce it? Put it in there. How do they pronounce it?
I don't know.
Well, Google it. You've got the world of information at your fingertips.
Hang on. Google.
Here we go.
Pronunciation. Here we go. Google.
Just run it through TTS.
Pizza. Boom.
No.
British pronunciation. Okay, and then his American pronunciation. Pita.
Wait.
You know, I pita the
P-I-T-T-A.
that way.
Pita.
Hold on.
This is how we started the podcast off, guys. I'm breaking their minds.
No, it literally says Google right here. American pronunciation. Pita. Okay, where's the British pronunciation?
I feel like we're thinking of different things here.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Hang on.
We're technically both right. We just both say it different ways, okay? It's like when we call them French fries, but they call them chips. Like, what the fuck?
Two different things, though, in my brain, because chips are thicker, whereas fries are thinner.
And they call them crisp. They call the chips crisp.
No, that's potato chips. We call them crisps.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yes. Here we call them potato chips. All right, whatever.
Yes.
Okay, we're both right. Nobody wins.
Technically, no one's right here, guys. By the way, I'm just taking the piss. I'm just antagonizing both of you because I can.
And they're like, we're right. No, the country that did not invent it is correct. We're right.
This is a fun 10 minutes of the podcast, isn't it, guys? I basically rile these two up and have a bit of fun with them.
Whoever listens to this is gonna be like, what the hell am I fucking listening to?
Right, seriously. Wow, my friend told me
10 minutes of my life. What is this podcast?
Oh, God. Okay.
I have once again manipulated them.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about my latest obsession since we are on the topic of bread. I have become obsessed with melon pons.
Melon pons?
Melon pon. It is a Japanese pastry.
How do you spell the last one?
Pon, P-A-N.
P-A-N.
If you are of Hispanic origin,
this is the melon bread. Yeah.
If you are of Hispanic origin, you probably know about conchas. Melon pons have a very similar texture and a similar fluffiness to the bread, but the top is like a nice little cookie crust almost.
Okay.
And if it's done really, really well, there is a nice melon flavoring to that cookie crust.
I've had this before.
You have, right?
So
I have not.
my brother, he works right next to a Japanese bakery.
Son of a
so
bitch.
like he gets me like a whole bunch of like Japanese treats, and he's gotten me addicted to these like Japanese like soda bottles, and their bottles are like so different. It's actually pretty cool.
Oh,
had
that kind of reminds me of that. Remember that soda thing that I got, Eric, where you had to like turn it all over, then you had to put it back on there, and you had to whack it really hard on the actual bottle just to open it.
Oh yeah, we got that in
Yeah.
Little Tokyo.
We did, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
similar to that then, I guess. That's
Okay,
cool,
yeah.
Zen. Nice.
But these things are fucking fantastic. This might be one of my new favorite desserts. It's like
Ooh.
this light, fluffy, like citrusy tasting bread, and it's so good.
Oh, there's an image here of one where they've turned them into turtles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute.
I want a turtle one.
Yeah, I want to get the turtle's
The one
head.
that I had, it looked like a lily pad on a pond.
That's
Nice.
It
cute.
was really good.
Nice, dude. They've got legit treats. The other one I want to try
Yeah.
is the little like the fish ice cream thing. It's shaped like a fish, and then there's like ice cream filling or custard or something in the middle of it, like a paste. I don't know what it is.
Oh, Japanese fish pastry? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I want to try one of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
things. They have different
teriyaki.
ones.
Oh,
They
I
have,
need to go on a Japanese food or like pastry adventure because their food is so good.
yeah,
I
and then they
wanna-
have the strawberry
Sorry.
cakes and stuff. Go, oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oof.
I
I'm
want
about
to.
it.
I really want to sound boring. I want to try the different Kit Kat flavors they have at Japan. They have so many Kit Kat flavors. I want to try
Yep.
them.
I told you about the
I
one.
tried,
Go ahead. Sorry.
like I think I tried the green tea ones. I've tried orange. I think that's all I had though. But yeah, they got a lot of flavors.
There is a
Yeah.
there is a strawberry shortcake one that Pow and I just had. There's like a milk tea one, and then there's one that's kind of like a wheat chocolatey flavor. I forget. It's like almost tastes like a
Ooh.
wheat cracker mixed with the chocolate, and it's
Ooh.
really good. But the ones you were again, me and Dil were talking about this while you were away. They have ones that are filled with sake in the middle.
We did talk about that last week.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah.
So you can get a nice little buzz from your cats.
Bzzz.
They're expensive, but they look legit. And then they have these super gourmet ones that are even better than the normal bag ones. They're expensive though. I think at the little like you have to go to one of those markets out here where they have all those foreign treats. And
Yeah, you
here-
won't find it in just a regular grocery store. You gotta head like dip into like an Asian store.
they're almost like $7 a bag or like that, $7 or $8 a bag. And you don't get very many. Damn, fucking someone's full throttle on the freeway. I live right next to the freeway. Someone just opened a full throttle down there.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I used to live on the highway, and we had people like drag racing at like 4:00 in the morning.
It's fucking nuts. Some dudes were doing donuts out in front of our apartment in the middle of the night one time. And I'm like, fucking kids. And then some homeless pal almost had to like fucking pepper spray some homeless guy
Wow. Jesus.
because he was driving to work and this homeless guy came up and he was trying to like wash the windows.
Yeah.
And then Pal was like, no, I'm okay. You know, I'm sorry, move on or whatever, right? And the dude just like smacked the fucking squeegee on her windshield and started wiping it. And then like, she was like, sir, leave me alone. Like, I'm okay. And then the guy wouldn't leave. He just kept wiping the thing. So she like rolled down the window and she's like, get the fuck away from my car.
Yeah.
And then the guy like
Jesus.
was staring her down. It was legit like borderline fucking pepper spray time.
Yeah.
I every now and then I tell her, hey, do you have the pepper spray like in the, you know how like when you have your car door, there's like a little pocket, like usually in the car door where you can keep your stuff, right? And like she has pepper sprays in each one.
Damn.
Yeah,
Good
but yeah, because like they will hassle you, dude. They will fucking hassle you. And I was like,
Meanwhile, Morgan in chat out here using pepper spray as hairspray.
please tell me that's what actually happened.
No, not really.
Oh,
But, I'm just
I'm
teasing her because she's had like a pepper spray accident.
Oh.
I don't laugh
Poor
at people that have
Morgan.
pepper spray accidents because like it even happens to the best of people. You know, they blow it
Yeah.
in the wind or something like and not paying attention. It fucking blows right back up.
Right.
Yeah, that was Morgan. She wanted to test it, and then it went right back in her face.
Oh, dude. Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, every now and then I tell like I have POW practice. Like you just like, you know, I was like, because you need to be able to do it like quick. Like if you're threatened, you can't sit there fumbling with the fucking pepper spray and then aim it at the guy. You know, you need to be able to, you know, flick and spray like on a whim if you need to.
Yeah.
But I baffled, dude. I'm glad, and she's okay, by the way. Like
Good.
he didn't damage the car. She's fine. Nothing came of it. The dude finally, she just like drove up and like left.
Yeah, just Powell just sitting in the driver's seat, just thinking, if this was Grand Theft Auto, I would have run you over.
Several times it would have happened.
It gets scary sometimes, dude, because people like they're not necessarily like looking to fight you or whatever, but like just mentally they're not all there.
No.
So like if you approach them, then they feel threatened out of nowhere, and it's like it's fucking wild, dude. The city's crazy, but yeah, everyone's fine. Anyway, on to a happier note. Renaissance Fair, Zenith got sick. We're sorry, sir. Did you do anything else exciting there? Like, I don't know what you do at a Ren Fair.
So, it was my very first Ren Fair. I had a bit of a shirt, and I had I also brought like a drinking horn.
Oh,
so
Nice.
My brother's partner lent me their drinking horn, so it was like, you know, pretty cool. And so they had like a whole bunch of leatherworks there. They had a blacksmith. There were dudes walking around like chain mail and like plate mail. We had like two people that were dressed like Vikings, and they had like Viking armor and stuff. It was really, really cool. And there was about like a dozen people that had like swords sitting in like a scabbard that was like on their backs or like at their waist. It was they had LARPing that was happening there. You could actually buy, so I could have worn like a full-on like bassinet helmet, but I decided to not put it on my head because who knew if anyone actually sneezed in there. So instead I tried on like a gauntlet, like a full plate mail gauntlet.
Nice.
It kind of felt like putting on the Infinity Gauntlet, but unfortunately I was not able to snap anyone out of existence. Sorry, Americans.
Oh.
And then and they had like a whole bunch of leatherworks there. They had a place where they made their own swords and shields. Like I was actually thinking of getting a sword, but the thing is, my ex girlfriend, she was actually a swords master for medieval times. So
What?
Okay.
Yeah. So my ex girlfriend, so I used to go into her work for free, and I got to check out like all the swords that they would have on display, as well as the swords that they would use on the show. Well, when they're doing the show. So obviously there's a difference, because if you use the decorative swords that they have on display, if you full on smack someone, that sword will break. But the swords that they have that they do the show with are actual real swords. Just obviously like they're not like sharpened in what's
They're dull, right?
Yeah, they're very dull and like flat edges. There's no pointy ends or anything like that.
Yeah.
And even when they use like halberds, they have like a rubber stop at the very end just to make sure that you don't actually like pierce through someone's armor. But the squires not the squires, the knights there would actually get would sometimes get injuries because like they're still getting hit in like the armor.
Right, you're taking a hit. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so the swords that I was seeing at the Ren Fair, like while they were real swords, and like you can tell just by like the steel, like if I hit a wall, the sword would not shatter, but the craftsmanship of the sword was just not very impressive. Like there was no like engraving. The handle of it was was like pretty like amateur work. Like it's still a sword.
Right,
And it's a
right.
real sword. And you could sharpen it and like literally like do like kill someone with it. Not that that's anything that I would want to do, but I don't know. So I didn't bother getting any of the swords. I almost walked out with the shield because they had like a kite shield. And like it was actual real kite shield, and the craftsmanship of it was actually pretty nice. The only thing is like, do I want to spend $250 on a kite shield?
That's a lot.
Because how the fuck am I to get this? I have to carry this home.
You could buy the Nintendo Switch, half a Nintendo Switch 2 with that.
Okay, so I've been to many a Comic Cons and like convention type things, right? Do Renaissance fairs have an artist alley, like where you buy stickers and goodies and all this kind of stuff, or is it more like?
So they had some other stuff, like they had like things you can get for like costumes. We actually went into one of the leather works where they made like little handbags, or they made like little like bracelets, like leather bracelets. And my brother, he got one where like how like Batman has like his bracers, and it's got like the edges and it's carved like a shark fin. He actually got those.
Nice.
And they're actually sharp, but with leather.
Interesting. Okay.
So you get some of that. They got like necklaces, pendants, earrings. You can get tattoos. You can get like actual like woodwork. There were some pretty neat things. I was mostly on the hunt for like a handcrafted like leather wallet.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I couldn't find that. So I was a little disappointed, because after all, this was like a mini Ren fair, and I was told that there are nicer Ren fairs. But there's about like 34 or 36 stalls. They do have some artwork. They actually had like a place where they sold handmade maps.
Okay,
and they had
that's
stuff
cool.
from like Lord of the Rings. They had actual Hyrule.
Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of which, there's one person. She was walking around looking like a Link from Twilight Princess.
Okay.
And, like that
nice.
is so fucking cool. Like
I dig
chainmail
it.
and all. I'm like, I want to say hi, but like I don't want to be weird.
I'm sure she would have been like, yeah, it's cool. Hi.
I love your costume. Yay, sweet, thanks. So like what do they do? Like, okay, so they have merchants and stuff, you can buy goodies and all kinds of things, but like, and there's food. I'm guessing there's all kinds of food stands. But like what
they
do you watch like sword fights and stuff, or like?
Yeah, they had like a weapons demonstration where one guy, he was completely decked out in actual like chainmail, like and plate mail, like actual real armor. And he also had like a sparring partner that was also decked out in like actual real armor. And I'm not talking about like just cheap like chainmail. I'm like, no, I'm talking about it was very, very shiny. Like it looked like something from out of like Elden Ring. That's how
crazy.
cool the armor set was. And it probably cost like thousands of dollars.
That's fucking nuts. So it's like molded steel or whatever. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So he showed some of the weapons that they like. He would actually like, they had like demonstrations for like, this is what you do for like a short sword. This is what you do for like a bastard sword. This is how you fight with a halberd. Here's a flail even. He used a mace, and he also used a battle axe. So it was really cool. And then obviously like they used like real shields, and they would have like a little spar and like with see who would win. And then afterwards they had like a little LARPing thing. Now the LARPing thing was kind of cute because anyone could just sign up to it. It doesn't matter. You could be any age, and basically they give you like little foam swords, and basically you have like little pretend like LARP fights with the foam swords. And I saw this like 14-year-old kid just didn't beat the crap, but just won against this person that was like twice their age. I'm like, oh, okay, now that's awesome.
Nice.
They had axe throwing. I mean, it wasn't like real axe throwing. It was like it's like a little play set where he had like a little plastic like little axe thing, but it's got like little pegs on like the board. You might have seen those. on Amazon. So we got to do a bit of that, and yeah. So it was a fun time.
You gonna go back? You gonna do another one?
Yeah. I want to do another one. I got to keep the shirt.
Nice. What did you do, Dil? What have you been up to?
Last 2 weeks, pretty much just done chores around the house, worked, and started off my St. Jude campaign and been raising money for St. Jude for the last 2 weeks.
Right. It's St. Jude. It's officially started, right? We're on the official
kickoff
now.
It started so St. Jude normally starts Play Live starts at the end of April and goes all the way until the end of May. Pretty much. That's kind of like the way it is. I was a bit late to it because obviously I was editing my videos, so I finally got around to doing it basically and setting everything up and got my plans together for and everything like that. And that's pretty much got everything sorted, and now I've got everything running, and I've been doing it for the last, how long's it been now? About a week plus now? 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hope the fundraising is going well.
We've raised $145 so far for St. Jude, which is really good.
That's good.
It's awesome.
Yeah, including
For
one
the kids.
person who was very generous and donated $100 right off the bat. So that got my first milestone immediately. That was insane. But other than all those things, that's all I've been really doing. I also bought my suit for my cousin's wedding that I'm going to in 2 weeks as well.
Okay. What color did we go with?
It's a dark navy suit.
Nice, class.
Yeah,
okay.
with a white shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna do brown shoes.
But so I've got Doc Martens, suede Doc Martens that I wore last time I went to a wedding. I'm gonna wear those as well.
Nice.
But the tie, my cousin got me the tie because I'm an usher at her wedding, so she's got all the ushers and everything like that, all the custom ties. But I got a text from her yesterday confirming that I got the wrong tie. She gave me the wrong tie for an usher. So I've had to post the wrong tie that I got back to her, and she's posted me the right tie for me to wear at her wedding. So that was kind of like a funny moment where 2 weeks before the wedding, my cousin was like, hey, so I may have given you the wrong tie.
Oh, no.
2 months after she gave me it.
People want pictures. The ladies in the chat want pictures, Dil.
I'll send pictures. Sure.
Yeah. He's going to look like James Bond. All slick.
No, I won't.
Come on.
No, I won't.
You got to do it leaning on the car and everything,
Come on. You got to be 0069.
Yeah.
0069, nice. Like that, Dil, big Dil, like that. I mean, to be fair to you, Morgan, I am 6'2", so I basically am big Dil to you.
Nice. Okay. Speaking of ties and whatnot, Pao and I were watching videos of the new Nintendo store up in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
There is a whole, dressy attire section in the Legend of Zelda department.
Nice.
So you can get yourself, a dress shirt with the Hyrule crest on it. You could get yourself a Zelda tie. You can get... You could get a leather bag. You can get a leather wallet. What I really, really want, and I'm tempted to order it, is there is a brown leather badge holder with the Hyrule crest on it.
So basically, we're listing things that we can get Zen for birthdays, Christmas, that kind of stuff.
We're gonna get this for you for the wedding.
For what wedding?
The one you're gonna usher. We're gonna send it to you for the. You're gonna just be like, yeah, I got that tie, and then put the Zelda one on.
I'm pretty sure my cousin would kill me.
It's just a tie.
You need to show up, and you're all fancy in your suit, but then you have a Waluigi tie.
Yeah.
Oh god, that'd be cool. Oh
or,
no,
it just has
missed opportunity. I should have got a dark purple suit.
Damn it. And it has wah on the time.
Missed opportunity. I could have got a dark purple suit and done that.
Yeah. Or hear me out. You wear your blue suit or whatever, but underneath you wear the tuxedo T-shirt. Just be like, look, I'm here to party.
Yeah. Yeah. The shirt's actually the shirt's actually a bit big on me as well, which was a surprise when I got it because I got it in the right size. But the arms are a bit long.
Just
so I have to
just down like 2 chili dogs like Zenith did before pot, and then you'll be fine.
Nah, I'm just gonna roll up the sleeves. That'll just fix it.
No, you can't do that. If you have cufflinks, you can't do that.
I'm not wearing cufflinks.
You're not wearing cufflinks?
No.
Okay. We'll send you some Zelda cufflinks.
I'm not even a big Zelda fan here. Like, if you're gonna send me any cufflinks, send me Waluigi cufflinks. Is this a rule?
Oh my gosh.
Is that a thing?
Have like
I don't know.
Dil needs to have like a St. Jude milestone where he has to play through all the Zelda games in chronological order.
Actually, I do want to do that.
Because like, I know like a bunch of people that
you give me
okay.
I'm gonna do that actually, yeah, because like I've been wanting to get more like extended milestones for it. I have all my milestones at the moment up to $700, so I think that's my $800 one right there.
There you go.
There are no Waluigi. There are no official Waluigi cufflinks, which is disappointing.
Nintendo, do it.
How
you have enough money?
There's some Etsy stuff, but like, yeah, it's not actual like official.
Yeah.
Why would they not do that?
I'm adding that like idea to my Tiltify thing right now as well.
We have a request still. You need to. They want to watch you play all the Zelda games.
Well, if you want to watch me play all the Zelda games, you know where you gotta come.
Start with Zelda 2, the Nintendo Zelda 2, and then you'll just do it forever.
Oh yeah, you gotta play through the ones that are brutal.
Zelda, we'll call it Zelda-thon. Is that a
and
thing?
you gotta do Skyward Sword with either the Wiimote or the Switch Joy-Cons, not the controllers.
I'll do Switch Joy-Cons. I actually have Skyward Sword.
I mean, you're welcome to name it Zelda-thon. Just mind you, though, there is like an actual charity stream team called Zelda-thon where they raise money.
Oh yeah.
What do we call it? Zelda Marathon.
Call it a
Zelda
Zenithon.
Marathon. Okay.
Call it a Zenithon.
Nice. Okay,
Legend of Zenithon.
So if I raise $800, chat, I will do the Zelda Marathon.
$800, people. Everyone, drop your money into. Dil can put the link in the chat. Everyone, drop your money.
If anyone's curious about my other milestones too, I've got 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 at the moment. So, just saying.
Right. Which one of us gets the bearskin rug photo? Like George Costanza.
George Costanza?
Yeah, from Seinfeld. The Seinfeld bearskin rug.
I've never seen Seinfeld.
Really?
Never seen Seinfeld, no.
Okay, never mind that.
I used to watch a bunch of Seinfeld, but I don't think I remember that reference.
Yeah.
No one remembers the bearskin rug.
In terms of 90s like American sitcoms, it's Friends.
Okay.
And that's it.
I could see Friends. Friends was a big deal.
Yeah, but then like it goes like I went to the noughties after that, and I went for like How I Met Your Mother and like The Big Bang Theory, Rules of Engagement. I think that was another one that I watched as well.
Oh, it wasn't a bearskin rug. I'm sorry. I used it for the Musk Hub photo. It's the one where he's laid out
Zeldil Marathon. Okay, I'm changing the name now.
What is this?
Zeldil Marathon.
Name the whole channel that.
Yes.
Name the whole channel.
Or do I make it $600 and then the other two I'll make like higher for that one?
Nice. Okay. There you go.
Let's do that. Yeah. So $600
if you make that milestone.
There you go.
What have you raised again? Sorry.
$145 I'm at so far, and my campaign ends at the end of May.
Okay,
we got 2 weeks. We could do this. We could do this.
You got 2 weeks.
We could do this.
So if anyone wants to, I mean, do I drop my link in the chat?
Yeah, drop it in the chat here. We'll put him in the episode description here.
Dashboard. Where's my link? Donation link is in the live chat now.
Are you doing St. Jude this year too, Zenith? Or
he's planning on doing.
Yeah, I'm starting on Tuesday.
I'm sorry. What does that say?
You're trying your best there, Zen. Sorry. Someone's already taken that account.
Someone took that
Why?
Oh yeah. Oh
What?
yes. I have an incentive as well. By the way, if you donate $5 to Saint Jude, you can summon Cool Dil.
Cool deal. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Deal with it, Dil. Deal with it. Do make it an emote. Deal with it.
Yep. That's literally all it is.
Someone
That is so
actually took
good.
the name Big Dildo as an account.
I'm not surprised. I'm literally not surprised.
You imagine, what is it? You know that Twitter account that tells you everyone that's been banned and like allowed back on?
Oh yeah.
I forget which one it is. It's like Big Dildo has been banned for 3 days. Like, what the fuck?
That's only for partnered accounts.
Yeah,
So, Dil, if you if you get partnered on Twitch, take that name and then find a reason to get yourself banned for 3 days.
Okay.
Then
I'll
you can
do it.
Live out Eric's dildo fantasies.
yeah. Just what? No. Keep your back scratcher out of this.
Butt scratcher. Butt scratcher.
scratcher.
Butt scratcher. Butt scratcher.
Okay. What do I got going? I don't have much going on. Just a lot of work. But yeah, Pal and I were watching videos in the Nintendo store up in New York. I'm New York, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
I'm tempted to make the drive.
You could do it. It's only like what, an hour for you, something like that.
Fuck, I wish. It's 8. 5 to 8.
8
depending the route.
hours.
It's 5 to 8, depending the route you take.
Jesus.
If you
I
want
forget
this-
how big America is.
If you want the quick route, you know, like just to get there, it's like 5 hours, but it's fucking just straight farmland
Jesus.
for like 3 to
like,
4 of the hours.
Because where I live, if you want to drive from where I live to London, that's about 5 to 8 hours.
Yeah. It's like
holy
just
moly.
straight like through farmland. If you want the more scenic route with some of the ocean and all that kind of stuff, you're looking at closer to 8.
Okay. Is that because of traffic and stuff as well?
Yeah, traffic, and then like you're
Yeah.
taking Pacific Coast Highway, which is basically just a highway. You know, it's
So
not
is
really a freeway.
train faster or something like that, or like
Oh,
plane?
I would imagine so. Let me see here.
Because like I know for me when I got on the train to San Diego, that was like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
2 hours, I think, is it?
You want me
Yeah.
to show my wood?
What?
Zen has wood.
I mean, I don't doubt that he does, but I mean,
Oh, I think she means the not that. No, I think she means
Wait, what is
the back
that?
massager.
Oh, it's a piece of wood that I got. This is Tangy affiliate.
Oh, that's
nice.
cool.
Okay,
Nice.
that's cool. It's a nice.
But I think
little
she
gift.
means the you did mean the Tangier wood. Okay, sorry. I thought you meant the back scratcher.
Yeah, I don't have that anymore.
Or massager or something like that.
Okay, so if
I
I
gave
leave,
it back to my dad.
Ah, the family
Huh?
heirloom goes back to the father.
it's returned back home. Okay, so if I leave on the 18th, and then I return on the 19th, let's see here. This will at least tell me how long it takes to go by train. So from LAX to San Francisco by train, we are looking at 9 a.m. or 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Almost 12 hours? Jesus.
Yeah, okay.
11 hours. 10 hours and 47 minutes.
I'm still
That's
getting
a-
Amtrak emails because of me signing in to like make a purchase on there. I'm just like, leave me alone. I'm not in America anymore.
But I do believe there are transfers in this
Okay.
in this route. So that might
So I
account for
guess
some of
the
it.
fastest route is flying then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like an hour up in the air.
Yeah.
I've done that several times.
Because flying from where I am to London's like half an hour to an hour. So it's like probably the same thing.
Half-hour flight.
Yeah. No, literally, because that's what it was for me when I was going from like Manchester Airport to Heathrow Airport to you guys. It was like half an hour to an hour to Heathrow Airport, and then all the way to LAX was like another 10 to 11 hours.
So you were in the air for about half an hour.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because really
'Cause,
it
like-
tells you like an hour
Yeah.
or an hour and a half, but you're up in the air for a half
I mean,
hour.
on the way back, it felt like a lot faster because I think they delayed the flight by an hour due to like technical issues they were having with the plane. So it felt like they sped run the flight because we were back in like by Manchester Airport, but like within like half an hour.
Huh.
Yeah, like in UK, in UK flight is literally the plane hardly leaves the ground and it's at its destination.
I mean, I do
just
see
drives.
planes above me. Like,
And the
hello,
plane
you're up
just
there.
like
Hello.
plows through all the fields.
It just drives to the fucking other
There are
airport.
fields where I live. I can see them from my window.
My house to San Francisco, or I'll do the Nintendo store. Let's see. Store San Francisco. Let's see how long this is. 5 hours and 50 minutes. 383 miles. So yeah, and that is the route through straight up fucking farmland.
Yeah.
The other route is 6 hours and 9 minutes at this point.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's doable. People drive it all the time.
Yeah, America lacks driving.
All I do is minimize my window, and I see Morgan saying butt plug.
Morgan lacks wooden butt plug.
Oh, wood? You're going to get splinters.
It's because I was thinking of a scene from Horrible Bosses where
Oh,
the guy
geez.
shoved a toothbrush up his ass.
Oh, I
Jesus.
forgot about that. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I was going off the toothbrush up the butt, but then the other movie. Okay. I don't want to know what. Morgan, keep your fucking headboard emote out of the discussion with butt plugs. Like, we don't need this.
Anyway,
This is a family-friendly channel.
Chibi is here. Come on, it's family friendly.
I didn't ask to be on this fucking family-friendly fucking channel.
Yeah. God damn.
Jesus.
What a pervert.
Yeah, we're they're also talking about Everything Everywhere All at Once. Have you ever seen that movie?
I want to. It sounds awesome.
Morgan's getting mad,
It's fucking
guys.
trim.
That's a bongo emo. Is it?
Not
In what way is that a bongo?
that's a bongo emote, not a head desk or getting it from behind.
That looks like a desk. That looks like a desk. Where's the bongo?
Yeah, where's the bongos?
Where's the
Why is it a
Do
bongo
I have a
emote if there are
bongo?
no bongos?
Do I
Yeah,
have a bongo emote?
yeah, that's a head desk emote. She's getting it from behind from her horse.
Okay, so I think I know what Shabeens. Shabeens is kind of like that.
Okay, yeah, the panda's cute. See, the panda looks
Yeah.
excited and stuff like that. It doesn't look like the other one.
Because the way it is, the panda head, the ferret head is like staying stationary while the arms are bongoing. But with Morgan, it looks like she's riding
Oh,
something.
the little fox. Okay, I'm down with this.
It's a ferret, isn't it?
No, that looks like a fox. to
You
me.
mean the Damie one? Yeah.
Yeah, that little fox.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is a ferret. It looks like a little panda from my window, but I have
Yeah, it's a
everything
ferret.
shrunk down. Okay, a little ferret. That's cute. Okay. Yeah, see, there's a little kitten. This is normal. Then I go right back to Morgan's. Anyway, video games. All right, back to the video games.
Yes.
What we actually come here to talk about. Okay. Oh, that.
Okay,
meme.
what was it all about? Sorry, but we got distracted. No, you said
Good
about
friends, good anal.
Nintendo store. Oh god.
Gun. Nintendo store. Anyway, yeah, I'm tempted to go up there, but
Do it.
no, not a lot going on my front here. Although I will say,
What about the back? You
the
said
people-
not a lot going up in the front.
What about the
Stop.
back door?
Stop it. Now it's just turning to emote central in the into the thing here.
I'm fine.
Calm down, sir. Calm down. You're gonna give yourself a heart attack. If you come and join us and watch us on twitch.tv, you can go and hang out in this little emote party going on right now. If you're watching us on YouTube at a later time, listening to us, thank you. We appreciate it. Whenever you get a chance, come join us. You can party with these emotes and look at all of Morgan's questionable emotes. So yeah, Nintendo store up in San Francisco looks cool. I don't know if I would buy anything up there really. It's hard. There's a lot of cool stuff, but it's just like, where's this stuff going to end up in a few years? A lot of kitchen stuff to decorate your kitchen with. There, the Animal Crossing department in that store is filled with cozy, like, decorative goods. The emotes are the only questionable thing about Morgan ? Anyway. So yeah, Nintendo Store San Francisco. The people at Dispel Dice have a crazy genius social media person. If you don't know who Dispel Dice are, they are a company that makes Dungeons and Dragon dice and dice for, your other various tabletop games. The way they do their YouTube like shorts and their ads, it looks like you're going in and buying a Rolex. It's like a white room with a glass case, and these things are displayed to shine.
Cool.
And then you look at the price of the dice, and it's $90 a set, and you're like, oh, it is basically like buying it's like buying a Rolex.
Oh, they had a whole. I almost forgot to mention they had a whole bunch of like D&D dice at the Ren Fair.
Okay, this is what I'm looking for. So they do have D&D oriented stuff over there.
Oh yeah, lots of D&D stuff.
Ah, see, there we go. There we go.
Have you ever been to Ren Fair?
I've never been to a Ren Fair.
Neither have I.
You would love a Ren Fair, especially now that you're getting into a Dungeons and Dragons with Pal.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Check out a Ren Fair.
Okay, we'll check
You'll
out a
have a
Ren
good
Fair.
time.
They just had a big one in LA. We didn't go. I that was one of those ones where I was like, I don't know how I'd feel about one of these. I don't know how I'd fit in at one of these. But
You will fit in. You'll have a good time, especially if it's like you and Pal. If you go by yourself, you might be awkward.
yeah, okay. I just want one of the big turkey legs.
You will get a turkey leg.
Mm.
And get yourself some ale while you're at it.
Okay. Get me some ale.
I'm not a big fan of ale. Do they have cider?
Yes, they do.
I would
Good.
think so. Yeah, that seems
Yeah,
like
that's
a
cider.
drink of the era.
I was sick, so I had ginger ale.
Nice.
It's technically ale.
I tried ginger ale once. I was.
What is
No,
it with
I'm not
you
a
and
fan.
going places and getting sick? You get sick at TwitchCon, you get sick at Disneyland, you get sick at the Ren Fair. Like, what are you doing, sir?
Yeah, because when I went to America, I didn't get sick once, and I was surprised.
Yeah, Dill's only IRL impression of me is seeing me violently ill with the stomach flu.
Yeah, that's true. He was pretty bad. Holy moly.
You got sick when you went up there,
we'll
too?
rectify that Zen one day. Don't worry. We'll go to Japan. We'll have fun.
Are we all
and,
going to
do
Japan
that.
still?
I think we should. Yes.
I think we should, dude. I'm telling you, I'm low key thinking about trying to do it in a year, like maybe
Yeah.
next year. I'm thinking about
Yeah.
trying to do it, but we really
I'm
got.
up
I
for that.
really got to wait
If not, if you guys head up here in August, because I actually have a whole bunch of friends coming up here in the summer,
Ooh.
we could have a big event of it.
We could do. I wouldn't mind going to
We could
Canada.
also go
I've
up to the
been there before.
mountains.
Okay.
You guys got good snowboarding and skiing up there?
Not in the summer, no.
No,
But
I know
we
not
could
in the
do,
summer,
all
but
those,
like in the winter.
Yeah, in winter they have like skiing, but if you go in there in the summer, like they got like kayaking, rock climbing, and they also had like an obstacle course right up the trees, which is really really fun. And it's also because it's not winter, staying at the resort is actually like much cheaper.
Cool.
So my
So we're
buddy
going to go
Liger.
to Zen Fest 2026 then. Yay.
So do you guys happen to know Liger Zero?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
know
literally
Liger.
hung out with him in TwitchCon.
Liger comes up to this resort like every summer.
Nice.
He likes it
Okay.
there that much.
All right, I might indulge that. If Japan doesn't happen, I might indulge. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm scared to travel too. And I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna leave, but then will they let me back in? That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. But
That's why, with me and Zen, we're all right. Because if Zen comes to the UK, then he doesn't get vetted at all. And I go to the Canada, and we're like, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to like just when you head back to the States, like have a T-shirt says I heart my president.
Yeah.
No, just say I have a big neon sign saying I'm American.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like strap my fucking passport up on my head. Just walk right through. But so yeah, not much of that. I got another D&D session tonight. We'll see where my character
Nice.
goes. We'll see what's going on. So more D&D coming. And then yeah, video games. We played some video games. Okay, we're gonna start with Dil though, because Dil's got the big game of the week.
Oh yes,
Dil's got the big one for the week. Dil, tell us about Doom: The Dark Ages.
it's so damn metal. Holy
Okay,
moly.
it's metal. We need you to break this down a little more. You just can't be like, it's
So,
metal. And then
Doom: The Dark Ages is not a sequel to Eternal. Let's put that thing right there. It's not a sequel. It's a prequel to both 2016 and Eternal, but it's kind of like in the middle between the original trilogy and Doom and Doom Eternal. Basically, it's the middle ground of what happened to the Slayer after he was taken out of hell by the Night Sentinels.
Okay.
Beings that you encounter in Doom Eternal, basically. And it's like, it's basically how he became a legend. This is the origins of how he became the Doomslayer, or known as the Doomslayer. Because, like, and it's fantastic. It's such a simple game, Doom, where it's literally just shoots, first person shooter FPS, and your objective is to murder every single demon or anything that gets in your way. But it's done so good. The weapons have such good variety. The combat is so damn fluid. The game runs really well too. It runs so damn good.
So,
And
continue,
go ahead.
Sorry.
Go on.
Continue. Okay.
Ask questions. You got questions.
You talked about the weapons.
Yes.
Here. Because I know it's like you're going like, I guess lack of a better word, medieval time, right?
Yes.
Like the Dark Ages. Okay.
Somewhat medieval kind of like Night Sentinel era, pretty much.
Do the weapons reflect the era?
Yes. So one of the weapons that you get a flail for one thing. There's a flail, like a melee weapon you can get. The shield that you get is very kind of medieval looking, but it's a chainsaw shield, which like can rip and tear into any enemies. You freaking throw it at them and it will disorientate them for the time being. There's a gun that I just got recently, which is literally a ball and chain gun, where like you fire it and it fires a ball on a chain to an enemy, crushes them, and then it retracts back into it. It's a literal cannonball with chain.
Is it is that kind of like no, that wouldn't be the equivalent of a BFG because the BFG has like a big charge behind it. But
No. In this game, they don't have the BFG. They have what do we call it? No, they have the BFC.
It's called the BFC.
The big fucking crossbow.
Really?
Yes. I've not got it yet, but I've seen it. Holy moly. It's so damn cool.
And they also have a weapon where, I kid you not, its ammo is like skulls.
Yes,
and
I have that
weapon. Basically what it does is it crushes skulls and it spews out shrapnel at your enemies.
It's literally like a short range weapon, and if it's really effective on large crowds. So like I use it on large crowds at close range, and it's so destructive. It literally tears them apart piece by piece.
Okay.
And they also have like another gun where it's like it shoots like a giant nail.
Yes.
Real okay.
That's called the Impaler.
So there's no like, because this is a tricky thing to do, right? Like, because Doom has always been based on this futuristic, setting in space, whatever you call it, lack of a better term. But it's like this futuristic setting where you have like modern weapons.
Yeah. So here's the thing about that. So the lore of Doom is that the original trilogy, Doom, Doom 2, and then Doom 64 or Doom 3, whatever you call it, that's on like Earth/Mars in the Doom's original universe. That universe is now gone. Okay. That universe is destroyed. The Dark Ages is set kind of after that, where after the Doomslayer will spend eons in hell fighting endless amounts of demons, he is taken out by the Night Sentinels and turned into a weapon by the Makers, basically, which are like heavenly creatures at this point. That's where they are there, basically, at the moment. That is where the Dark Ages is.
What were they called again? The Night what?
The Night Sentinel guards are the people who are set in this universe that like the Doomslayer becomes a legend in. The Makers are kind of like the higher ups, kind of like heavenly creatures that kind of control everything, pretty much.
What do they do about the bad guys in this then? Because like where's
the
like
demons.
your classic the demons? Okay, so like you still get the floating one-eyed demon thing, and
you do get that. So there's a new character in there who's a Prince of Hell, and he looks like to be the main antagonist in this game. essentially.
Okay, I dig it.
Yeah, Prince of Hell. Yes, and
is
he's
it,
like,
Ozzy Osbourne.
Doesn't look like Ozzy Osbourne. Looks more like Pitbull, but with horns.
Interesting.
Yes.
So a big difference between for anyone that is looking into getting Doom: The Dark Ages.
Yeah.
So with Doom Eternal, it is fast. It's fluid.
Mm-hmm.
You have like a shotgun that has like a hook that allows you to grapple on your enemies.
Yes.
The combat is super fast. It's super intense.
Yeah.
And you have to keep moving. There's no covers to hide behind. You have to keep killing in order to keep your health up. Whereas Doom: The Dark Ages, it slows things down where it makes you a bit more grounded, and where instead of feeling like you're like jumping all over the place, you're like a tank. Like there's still mobility because you get to like just like dash right in and hit people with the shield.
Oh yeah, shield bash.
There's a lot less maneuverability, and you don't have to feel like you're being overwhelmed from being super mobile. And you just focus on just using your arsenal weapons and keeping your enemies close, so that way you can just absolutely pound the shit out of them with your short range weapons and your melee
showing that
attacks.
it's truly a prequel because it's basically the Doomslayer before he became known as the Doomslayer. He was just called in this game. He's just called the Slayer. That's it.
Nice.
He's just called the Slayer. Yeah.
How's the power-up system? Is there a power-up system? Like, can you improve things?
So there haven't been any like in-game power-ups as far as I can tell on the main field, but there is like an upgrade system, upgrade tree where you can upgrade like the shield, your weapons, your melee attacks, basically all kind of like upgrading everything that's going along. But there are no like in-field power-ups like in Eternal or like in 2016 game. So it's basically just you power up these things, and then you can also earn. You can take out these enemies called leaders, which have power-ups that permanently buff your stats, like your health, your ammo, and your armor. And you take them on as you're going through the game, basically, which slowly powers up everything that you have in terms of like those three categories too, pretty much.
They're
really hard.
They still have the whole thing, right, where like you can physically punch them and all that stuff, and like grab them and rip them in half and all that.
There's
stuff.
two melees I've unlocked so far. There's the simple punch melee and the flail melee, which use a flail instead.
Oh, so you unlock these, or has that always been a thing?
You can unlock them. Yeah, there's literally just like things you pick up as you play the story.
Okay.
Yeah, and what else was I gonna say? I want to say more, but I don't want to spoil it because I want you, if anyone does want to play it, I want them to be surprised by some of the missions in this game because I feel like they went all out for this. Like, they really did. And the music, I think, is not as impressive as Eternal, but it's still pretty good because obviously they don't have Mick Gordon anymore, which Mick Gordon did a fantastic job with Eternal's like soundtrack.
I will say this. I was actually like, I would be interested in, I am interested in getting this game. The only thing is the part that's kind of prevent me from putting it on my throne wish list is Mick Gordon is Doom. And not having Mick Gordon there, it doesn't quite feel like Doom to me because I played the DLC. I love Doom Eternal. Yeah. But when I was playing through the DLC, like it felt like the atmosphere, the heavy metal atmosphere was not quite there.
I understand that fully. Yeah.
So, and I'm just not sure if I would try to. So what I'm doing instead is I'm watching another playthrough of it. That way I can get the gist of it, but probably save my money on this.
Yeah, that's fair.
If Bethesda can do me a favor though, and actually make up to Mick Gordon and be like, hey, here's a whole bunch of money. We'd love to have you come back, water on the bridge, then I will get Doom.
That's not going to happen. If they were to have done that, like when everything first went down, yes, but I think Mick Gordon is like, nah, I'm done. Because he
What
moved on to...
Did they
like,
fire him or lay him off or what?
it was a dispute they had in terms of rights on the soundtrack, basically, he had.
It's always a dispute.
Which pissed him off, and so he left after he did Eternal, pretty much. And that's why the Doom Eternal soundtrack is not on Spotify.
Oh,
basically.
Wow.
Yeah, it's why it's not there.
That means it's it's not pressed on vinyl anymore. Like they have not repressed it or anything.
You
like
actually have to
makes...
download it from YouTube.
Yeah, you have to download it from YouTube
I've
because
done.
that's the only place you can get it.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
it
even
sucks.
then you have like fan mixes of it. So there's like many different versions of every single song.
Yeah, but not the actual soundtrack itself.
Did they ever do like a whole get the soundtrack with a pre-order type of thing or anything like that? Anyone remember that?
No, by that time the damage is already done.
Yeah. So
Jesus.
it's sad because Mick Gordon just did a fantastic job with the first two games, and it does suck that he isn't back for the Dark Ages one, but I understand why he isn't back for that game because of what happened. I still think Doom the Dark Ages is a phenomenal game, though. It really is. It's so damn good. It's just, I'm only on chapter 9 as well in this game. And there's still like more than half of the game to go. I'm only like a third of the way through the game in total. Yeah.
Okay. Doom the Dark Ages here. That's Doom the Dark Ages. $69.99 on Steam.
Nice.
Another issue I have with this game as well, the price tag. The price tag.
This is going to become the norm, guys. I figured this was going to be the case.
But here's the thing that pisses me off about it. It's $69.99 in the US and in the UK.
Interesting.
There's no conversion or anything like that, because normally when something is $70 in the US, it's like £60 in the UK, but they haven't done the conversion properly or whatever's going on with Bethesda. So like, if I wanted to get like it full price, it would cost me the same as it is in the US, which is bizarre to me. So what I did is that I purchased it through a friend in the US, the deluxe edition of the game, which only cost me like £65 rather than £100.
And then they just sent you the code or whatever?
Sent me the code. I mean, he's in chat right now, Kitty. He sent me the code, and I played it, and then done.
This worked too, because half the time they're like region the code.
He got it from Green Man Gaming, which is there's no like region lock on there like within the US and the UK.
I forgot that they do that.
Did that, and did it also for Elden Ring Night Rain as well, because Night Rain also had the same issue too. So like I got both the deluxe edition of both Dark Ages and Night Rain for just over £100.
Jeez. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, that sucks. $69.99 over on Steam. I'm pretty confident it's going to be $69.99 on your PlayStation and your Xbox.
Most likely. Or
it
if
is
you have
on
Game Pass, it's on Game Pass. Yeah.
It is on Game Pass, $11.99 a month in the US.
Technically, if you do want to try it, you can do.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Game Pass is on fire right now. They've got Oblivion Remaster. They've got Clair Obscur. They've got Doom Dark Ages all this month.
Mm-hmm.
It's becoming a pretty decent value if you're, not fully committed to buying these things outright. You're not sure you don't like a game, or you're not sure if you're going to like a game, or, it's a new genre for you. The Game Pass is a legit thing to go for.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. That is Doom the Dark Ages. That's the big one for the week. And then I'm gonna get my sheet up here. Where's my sheet?
Where's my sheet at?
Here we go. Here it is. Is she back? She's back. Dil, you also got some Resident Evil 2 remake. I'm gonna guess these are for
yes. So all those games you see right there are part of my incentive for St. Jude, where I'm playing all those games through crowd control, which Zen is familiar with crowd control. It is basically, if anyone donates to my campaign through the crowd control link to do it at St. Jude, they can get 100 coins for every dollar they donate to St. Jude, and then they can mess with my playthroughs of all those games that I've been playing so far. I completed Resident Evil 2 Remake in the first week. things that happened in that game. There's like hyperspeed mode, which made me go really fast in the game. There's slow motion mode. There's small enemy, giant enemy. There's small player. There's big player. There was once, I think Sherry in the game became huge, and I was like, "What the hell is going on here?"
What about the Mr. X Pikachu mod?
I didn't do that, though. It did have small Mr. X at one point.
Small, and then you're running from him.
Yeah, and then he still punches like normally when small, so it was really weird.
What? How about the which campaign did you do? Did you do the Leon or the?
I did both. I got Claire A on Leon B. I did the full playthrough, basically.
You did the full playthrough in 1 week?
Yeah. In 1 week. Yeah, it took me 5 hours for the Claire one and 4 hours for the Leon one. It's not my first playthrough, so like, and I did, and I made sure to do like everything in the game as well, like all the side stuff and everything like that. So, yes. But once I was done with that, Repo was the next game because that was unlocked for the $100 milestone, the Repo crowd control. Mm-hmm. Repo was insane.
Did the boombox?
Because like Repo has so many options for like a brand new game on crowd control. It's insane. The biggest highlight that happened to me in Repo was in Repo there's this thing called a car where you can drop all your items into the car and take them to the extraction points. Someone summoned like 10 of those on me at once in crowd control, and I was buried in carts. Absolutely just buried in them, which was... It was funny, but at the same time, like, help, I can't escape. Someone help me. And I think Damie was the one who had to, like, get me out of there. Show him the clip. Do I have the clip? Hang on. I sorted out my clips a while ago. I'll have to try and find it. Show them the clip.
The boombox clip is still hilarious. That big gigantic.
Oh yeah, the boombox one.
The head banging boombox thing is nuts.
Yeah. They've actually got an update for Repo. That includes some new items and everything like that. You can now equip weapons onto your car as well.
Nice.
Yeah. I can't wait to try that out.
I gotta try Repo with you guys. I gotta get on Repo.
You should do, my dude. You should do. We're gonna be doing more Repo crowd control next Saturday.
Is there a tutorial or anything I have to get through before I jump in?
There is a tutorial, but it is completely optional.
Oh, okay,
you don't have
cool.
to do it. It's there. It literally highlights it there on my game. I'm like, huh, there's a tutorial there. Anyway.
Nice. Okay, cool. Okay. Pokemon Emerald.
Let's see.
You got Pokemon Emerald too.
Yes, so Pokemon Emerald, that was my second choice of games for crowd control. That's been interesting because the first run that I had in Emerald, I got soft locked at the Battle Frontier because someone teleported me to the Battle Frontier, and I could not get out because I had my starter Pokemon, no means to fly, and then once I actually got to the gate bit, it had a weird glitch, which I can show you, actually. I can actually show you that in this clip right here. Yeah.
Ooh, a soft lock. Let's see what happens.
A soft lock. I got soft locked. So, no, I don't want to download. I wanted to copy it. Copy link. So this is me getting soft locked in the game, basically.
Let's go ahead and let's take a look at this here. Bear with me. Yeah. Let's copy this bad boy.
Thank you, Morgan.
Put this up here.
And that's the cart one.
All right, so the first one here is the soft lock, yeah?
Yeah, the first one's the soft lock.
Stop it. There we go. Stop playing on me, Otto.
Play on me. And then that one's the Tiny Irons one. Boom.
All right, here we go. This is Dil with the soft lock.
If it isn't Jude. Where are you going, Scott?
What the
I
fuck?
got
He's
the
like
first
locked
hit
into the
back,
wall.
everyone. Yeah. So the way it works in the Battle
Cool.
Frontier, once you get to the Battle Frontier, a guy called Scott comes in and gives you the Battle Frontier pass.
Oh no!
That's what's happening right there. But because of how I entered it in the
stuck.
back way rather than the front way, I got soft locked inside the wall because the animation broke.
Oh no!
You know? Yeah. So I had to completely reset my entire run because where I save stated was where exactly the moment where I teleported to the Battle Frontier. So I couldn't get out and I couldn't rely on my save state. So I had to completely reset the entire run after that.
All right, what else do we got here? We got we've got Cool Dil, it looks like, with his glasses.
Oh, yes. Someone that's very cool though at that point.
What is Tiny Irons and more cards? What do we got here?
So the Tiny Irons one is Chief Irons, like an antagonist in the game. Normally he's chasing Sherry at this point, but he becomes tiny.
Okay.
Yeah. And look around the corner and I see Tiny Irons right there. Oh, Jesus. This was a lot of... Crowd Control was a lot of fun. I know.
Let's
And
take a
then, like,
look at this
the
one.
cart one is just, like, the aftermath of all the carts being summoned on me.
All right, let's take a look at this one. Let's take a look at Tiny Irons.
Tiny Irons.
Tiny Irons.
Yeah. Oh,
Bum,
did you just make
bum,
him
bum, bum.
tiny? Oh my god, you did.
Look at this.
Yeah, now he's small. He's so small.
Bitches gotta be here somewhere.
Why is he grunting like this?
He got acid thrown on his face.
From
So
who?
he's currently like Sherry.
All right, let's see. And then we got one more in here.
That one's like
got-
the aftermath of all the carts. Yeah, the actual clip is a lot longer, but that's like the shortened down version. But like the extended clip that I got is like much bigger.
Let's take a look at this one. Copy link.
Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. I got so many. Dude, I got so many clips as well.
Take a look at
Got
this
so
one
many
here.
clips. I'm gonna edit soon.
Time to put together a clip compilation.
I mean, I'm working on stuff
we
right
got
now
the
for clips. I've got like a whole list of clips I'm gonna be working through.
Thank you, Evan.
In fact, I actually have DaVinci open right now for another project I'm working
They're
on.
just literally all scattered now around here.
Jesus
that's like
Christ.
That's the aftermath of like someone summoning a bunch of like
I mean, yeah,
carts on me. But the full clip I'm gonna edit down at some point.
That's a lot of carts.
Yep. I'm
Well, there
basically
you go.
mine carting. Do.
There you go. You can catch all those. Go catch Big Dil
Yeah.
on Twitch. You can catch him during his St. Jude campaign, and you can see all that
Yep.
wacky stuff going
We're
down.
raising money. We're doing crowd control. Emerald, I'm nearly finished with. I'm currently past the 8th gym. And so I'm going to head into the league. And then if we beat Emerald, because I'm also doing it as a hardcore Nuzlocke to make it a bit harder on me, because for some reason I'm finding it like playing vanilla Emerald boring. So I decided to up the ante. I think Kaizo Ironmon has broken my brain, honestly.
Because everything's a
so-
straight up challenge.
Yes. And then after that, if I can get it working, is going to be Breath of the Wild crowd control.
I
Basically,
didn't know that was a thing. That's a thing.
Yep,
it
it's
is a thing. But
Wow.
I've had trouble getting it to work. But luckily, a friend of mine, well, Kitty, has got a version of it that he thinks that has worked on his end. So I'm hoping it'll work on my end, because I spent like over an hour trying to get it to work and couldn't get it to work. You know, because it uses Simu, which I believe Nintendo has like
That's a
smited at
Nintendo.
one point. Yes, it's the only way I can do it.
That's a Nintendo.
Yes.
It runs fantastic on the Nintendo, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is Dil's campaign. Go check him out, Big Dil Gamer, over on Twitch.tv.
Yeah. And I've I'm making up for last time when I only played Repo, and now I've
You know,
got like
hey.
all this.
Repo matters. Repo matters.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing more Repo next week.
The kingdom is still coming over in Zenith's neck of the woods.
How's it coming?
Not a lot actually, because I've maybe only touched the game like once in the past like 2 weeks.
Okay.
I've just been so busy and so tired, but I'm finally making progress in the game where the game's like opening up. I'm actually kind of like locked into doing nothing but like main story mission stuff, because the stuff that I'm doing is not only time sensitive, but it's also like, oh my gosh, there's a huge battle going on here. Oh my gosh, I have I'm going to this giant whole new area over here. Like because the world of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is absolutely beautiful, and there's just a really nice comfort about going around and exploring. But little did I know that after doing enough main missions, all of a sudden it takes you to a whole new area that basically is the exact same size of the world that you explored. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wow, so it's like
There's
double.
Yeah, because there's like so many like towns and villages in this game.
So it's bigger than you thought.
And then I have like all these other places that I have to explore, but at the same time though, I'm also kind of just locked into doing main story mission stuff. But the thing that sucks is I need to go to the nearest town and sell some stuff, because I'm carrying so much like armor and equipment from like previous battles in the past like 5 or 6 hours of gameplay. I can't even ride my horse because I'm just way too heavy.
Been there, Skyrim.
I had to throw away like so much stuff on the ground because my character was like almost at like maximum weight. But I'm having a really good time. Just the only thing is I've hardly had a chance to touch it because
A
like,
lot
I
of it's
want
got
to
to be
finish.
junk, right? Like a lot of it's got to be junk that you're just tossing.
No.
No,
Rule
no,
number
no,
one
no.
being a loot goblin, there is no junk.
I'm carrying like full on plate mail that is worth like hundreds of like gold. So I'm
Then
like
sell it.
throwing away. I'm burning money.
Sell it
I'm
then.
trying to sell it, but there's no one around me that wants to sell, and I'm locked in these fucking main story missions. And like, I just want to go off and just do my own thing and not have to be worried about like, oh, you need to do this like right away. It's like, what if I wanted to do my own damn thing?
So you
And
are.
even then, like, because like when you're over encumbered, not only are you not allowed to sprint and not allowed to ride your horse, you're also not allowed to fast travel either. So I actually have to just clomp throughout the whole fucking field. just to
Just
find
fucking
the
waddle
world
your
again.
way through the kingdom.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a penguin.
And he waddled away, waddle.
You're fucking walking in there like Wimpy from Popeye, like into every village and every.
Yep.
Ah,
But
Morgan's a loot
It's great.
goblin. Everything has value.
Yes.
at least I'm not robbing people blind, because I'm watching my buddy in chat, Jody, and he's like, "Oh yes, don't worry, I will help you." And then he's going behind their backs and like breaking into everyone's like personal belongings and stealing all their clothes. I'm like, "What are you doing?" And then anyone's like, "Hey, stop! What are you doing?" And then he like, because he's got like maximum charisma.
Of
he's
course,
like,
he has maximum charisma.
So I haven't been laid in a while, so I just wanted to sniff your drawers to get a sniff of what vagina tastes like. And like, you're pathetic.
Wait,
but, carry on.
So
Wait a
he
minute.
basically has maximum riz to.
Yeah, maximum riz, and Jody's getting away with everything. Like, what the fuck? You're literally using lockpicks in front of them and getting away with it. What
Jody
the
literally
hell?
being the Pedro Pascal of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Wait, okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if anyone catches me, I have to fight my way out, and they kick my ass.
Jesus.
Where he just talks his way out of it. He's just talking about, yeah, I'm just here to collect panties. What of it? Like, that's what he's basically doing.
He's basically Jack Black in the entire playthrough, isn't he? Maximum charisma.
Morgan says you're a himbo, apparently.
Aww. Just like
my
in real
character-
life.
I mean, my character is. I've I haven't turned down any opportunities to not boink people.
Okay, but are they?
okay.
Have you satisfied anybody yet? Because last time
Yeah.
you left this poor lady unsatisfied.
So there was another person that I fucked, and now she wants nothing to do with me.
Oh,
So
damn.
like, God damn it, not again.
Just like in real life.
Sir, what are you doing?
I'm going to die alone, guys.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you going in
High five
crooked
for
or
that.
something? Like, why do these people want anything to do with you?
Yeah, he's got the duck penis.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what?
Literal,
You know what you
literal Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove.
She can pull my wrong lever.
Why I can't fathom in this game why you can't satisfy nobody.
I don't know.
He needs
like,
training.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I even made my character go to a bathhouse, pay for sex, and then he's like, oh, I feel so much better. And the person's just like, that was disappointing. I'm like, I'm still in the room with you. You said that to my character's face.
She says there's one that's still up for offerings, but you hate her.
Oh yeah, she kind of she was responsible for me being in the gallows for like a couple of days. So yeah, to hell with her.
Wait, if this
okay.
game's as realistic as you said, maybe word's spreading about you.
Oh, yeah. Gossip.
Yeah, maybe the town gossip is getting ahead of you, and like everyone's hearing about
Well,
you.
that's
And
the
they're
thing. Like, there is like reputation system, a very prestige reputation system in the game, where like even like if you're talking, like if you're like doing a lot of good things in town, like the guards will like hey, you're a good dude. How's it going? And then if your reputation is not great, they'll like stop you like at night and be like, all right, let me see your stuff. Let me see if you have any stolen goods. And then if you have any stolen goods, you get arrested.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And then if you get arrested and you're put in the gallows, you actually lose stats.
Ooh.
I think. I forget.
That's
And you can't just like pay the PT people off in order to get rid of the yellow like wanted
Oh,
list.
they ask for a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
why don't
'Cause
you
a lot
pay
of
off the
times
ladies?
It's like, aha, I have thousands of dollars that I made
They
from
want
selling
tens of
these
thousands of dollars.
prestige potions, and then it's like, oh, you want 5,000 from me, all because I have Okay, I stole a whole bunch of wedding dresses. Don't ask.
What?
Why? No.
Because I wanted to sell them. I wanted to sell them.
So you're ruining marriages for the sake of money. That sounds about
I
right.
couldn't help myself.
Maybe you're wearing the dresses when you hook up with these ladies.
Maybe.
No wonder why they don't like me.
Yeah.
You're onto some weird shit in this kingdom, and they're like, "What? No."
Yeah.
I think there's
It's
more
a
to
great
this
game.
story. I don't think you want. I think you were wearing the dresses.
No, yeah, I tried to put on the dresses though, and the game wouldn't let me.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
that's
what I'm
another
hearing
thing.
here is if I play this game, put everything on charisma. Gotcha.
Yes, but there's another interesting thing. That kind of just a nice little touch. So I got my character changed because I found some new equipment, but there's one piece of equipment that I forgot to put on. My pants. So I'm out here with plate mail, helmet, gloves, boots, and someone called me out, and people are like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And like, "Oh, I'm not wearing pants. Sorry, guys."
Why
So
were
I'm
you
just
not wearing
walking out
pants?
without pants.
Why were you not wearing pants?
I forgot.
How do you forget?
So there's actually many different like layers of like equipment that you can put on.
Why'd the pants come off?
I was changing out my equipment because I didn't want to, like, I was trying to get like a new equipment set on.
Ooh. So what
So
kind
yeah,
of equipment are
I
you trying
actually
to
walked
put
around in
on?
my underwear. Like, I tried to talk to this one person because I wanted to sell some stuff.
Yeah.
She wouldn't do
Get your
business with me until I
fucking
put some
dong
pants
out.
on.
Oh.
So yeah, good times.
You're like, want to buy my armor, and then you're just flapping in the wind.
Yeah, it's just like, no, your cock's hanging out.
Damn. I slammed my penis in the car door.
Ooh.
This is ridiculous. This game's ridiculous.
This game's great.
It
You
sounds
should
it.
definitely play it.
One day. I need to play the first one as well. Anyway.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And
That's
then
my experience so
how's
far.
the archipelago? How do you pronounce this?
Archipelago.
That's the one. Thank you.
Pita bread.
So the archipelago is actually still going. So what this is, it is a community event that started 8 days ago, or is it 9? I forget. And where we have 26 different games that people are playing, and they're all randomized, but they connect to each other, where we actually have to try and send each other items. So Morgan finished her game. She played Sonic. Lord Navas is playing Luigi's Mansion and Ocarina of Time.
Cool.
I'm playing Paper Mario and Yoshi's Island, and I'm having a fantastic time. We've got Factorio, we got Donkey Kong Country 3, we have Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 6, Hollow Knight, VVVVV, we have Zelda, Oracle of the Seasons, Zelda Majora's Mask, we got Zelda Link to the Past, we got Super Metroid, we have Lethal Company even,
Okay.
we got Psychonauts.
Nice.
Maybe we can put Repo in there.
I'm not sure. Repo will probably be in there sometime soon. There's Stardew Valley. There's Terrarium. We have Minecraft. There's Doom 1 and 2.
Ooh.
And I think next time I want to do Banjo-Tooie and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Hell yeah.
There's Dark Souls even. There's plenty of Pokemon on there as well, Dil.
Wow. I need
He's
to look
gonna be
into
hooked.
this.
He's already hooked. He's already downloaded it.
I mean, I've got like a bunch of stuff I need to sort out. So I know then you do want me to like join at some point. So I will one day. I just don't know when.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So basically, you find like an item, like for example, Erik, you played Link to the Past, right?
Yep.
So that
Love
first chest that you find in your house, like when it's supposed to be the
Right.
lamp,
Yeah,
you
the
open it
lamp.
up and it's say for example, it will be
The ice rod?
like it's like in not the ice rod, it will be like boots for my Paper Mario game.
Oh,
and where I
okay.
normally get the hammer, it will be your hook shot, or it'll be like a power star from Mario 64. And everyone has to work together to try and send each other items. Like for example, Donkey Kong Country. Like you played those, right, Erik?
Yeah. The old school Super Nintendo ones.
Yeah. Like for example, one person is not allowed to use like Dixie's hair twirl thing. Until I think it was found in someone's Psychonauts game.
Okay, that's
And I
crazy.
think-
How do you share the tools amongst each other?
So it is a lot of work to set up.
Mm.
And I mean a lot of work to set up, because some of the games aren't that difficult to get set up, but like you have like a website where I host it.
Okay.
And you have to use like a certain version of BizHawk and other emulators, and you use there's like you have to use the Archipelago program to like not only connect yourself, but the thing is though, anyone can play at their own time. For example, I checked not last night, but like a previous night, someone was playing like Majora's Mask randomly at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and they were sending me stuff for my Paper Mario that that way I could play the next day. So
That's cool.
it's very, very cool. The items that I'm waiting for is I need someone to send me it's like a little spinning arrow ball that allows you to to float up for Yoshi's Island, which would actually allow me to finish my game. and I'm waiting for someone to send me Paracari for Paper Mario that allows me to float over ledges. Because I just need one more Star Spirit before I can finish that Paper Mario.
Interesting.
Nice.
So
So-
Valkyrie looks like a Pokemon game. Basically, the main thing that I would want is items I need to progress the game. Pretty
Yeah, like
much.
all the keys will be randomized. You would probably also like catching catching certain Pokemon or might unlock things depending on what you're doing. And also Archipelago has there's a setting that, even though we're not using it, there's something called Death Link.
Okay.
Where basically if someone dies in their game, it kills everyone else that's playing.
No,
Okay.
don't do that.
Cool.
So
That's not
if
cool.
I die in Mario 60 form, let's pretend Eric's playing Link to the Past. Eric is dead, and Dil, all of a sudden you're like going through Mount Moon, and your character whites out, and you have to start back at the Pokemon Center.
What if
It's just like Kazuwaimon.
what if Everest was like one hit away from beating the fucking worm? The sandworm, and then you die and it takes her out.
Oh yeah, I've also seen people do Deathlink Archipelago runs where if someone gets a certain amount of subs, they have to get themselves killed on purpose. One person was stuck on Pokemon Blue's Mount Moon for 3 hours. She couldn't get through it because people kept dying because people were
God.
gifting I think about 500 subs were gifted that day to various content creators, and everyone just kept dying.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that is Archipelago and Kingdom Come
Yep.
Deliverance 2.
Dill's
Okay.
gonna take
Oh.
a shit.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? You could just be like, yo, we need a break.
Yo, I need to go to the bathroom. That's
Yo.
all.
I gotta deposit the brown sauce.
Jesus, okay, you gotta clean the ice cream machine, huh?
The fajitas are
Gotta
coming
make
back
some-
up for the vengeance.
Gotta make my biscuits and gravy.
Oh.
God, Jesus Christ. We're gonna go take a break. This is Good Friends, Good Games, and we'll be
If anyone
back.
is eating, I do apologize.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
It's gonna LA beast the toilet.
Jesus Christ. We'll be back. All right. We're all empty and refreshed. Thank you for that, Zenith, for sharing why we had to
Yeah.
go to break.
You're welcome. Dill missed though, but it said that he sprouted a Tanuki tail from Super Mario Bros. 3 and allowed him to fly.
It did feel like that. Yeah.
Oh, shut up. Fucking flapping.
Yeah, Flappy Bird.
Here we go. I'm very glad that Pal's not
Yeah,
here right
Dill
now.
Nuki. Wait, Dill Dookie. Can we get this podcast needs to be Dill and his arms are spread out like Super Mario and he's just flying, but it's just a turd between his legs.
I will do
And then
that.
the Aston Martin.
All right, have fun. We will probably not get the podcast
Taduki
banned
suit.
from Spotify.
Taduki
The
suit.
Dill Dookie suit. Yeah, it's just Dill celebrating his fursuit Saturday.
Oh, God. Okay. Anyway, we were talking here. So I'm debating on whether or not I should go wait in line and try to get a Switch 2 on June the 5th. Good luck to all you out there that haven't pre-ordered. And I'm thinking about this. It's $450. Fuck that. That's
Huh.
absurd.
It
What?
says I can pre-order it on the online store right now for me on my end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't
All right,
say it's out of stock on
let's
the
see here. Where
Nintendo
did you
website.
go? Where did you go?
The main Nintendo website, the store.
Okay.
If I try
Nintendo.com.
press pre-order.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Eric, you could save your money, or you could be out here in the middle of the night, hanging out with your boy Zenith as you go racing around town. in our carts.
I wonder. I have a e-gift card for the Nintendo Online Store. Would that work with this if I pre-ordered this on the Nintendo on Nintendo?
You can
feel
also
Store?
trade in your console
I feel like we had
for a
this
discount
discussion.
towards a new console.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. How do I get to the pre-order page? I'm on Nintendo.com.
So I just literally put Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order, and the second link was like
Okay,
the
let me
main
try that.
website. That's
Let me
it.
try that. How to buy
But it does
Nintendo
say like
Switch 2.
one per customer, so I don't know if I like pre-order it from here, will I actually get it? I don't know.
Okay, interest and purchasing a Nintendo Switch 2 system for select items from My Nintendo Store will be in touch. See, it's telling me, I have a register interest button.
Okay. Mine actually has a pre-order available right now.
Fucking.
And I've literally just added it to my bag now, so it's literally in my bag.
Okay, I need to be very, very careful because I will make bad decisions here. Because I need to think
Same.
logically about this. So
How much money do I have in my account right now?
let's see. Nintendo Switch to launch games. So let's look at the launch games again and let's see.
I only know Mario Kart World and then GameCube Online, Nintendo Online. That's all I know at the moment.
I think Deltarune, Metroid Prime 4 will be out in like a month or two afterwards. And then you have Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Donkey Kong Bonanza's
in the
next
summer.
month. Yeah, that's in July.
Okay, so this
Metro
is how I
Prime 4 doesn't have a
justify
release
this.
date yet. The new Pokemon game has not released date yet.
So realistically, aside from that stuff that's some stuff that's already kind of like updated for the Switch 2, really the only new thing to do on day one is Mario Kart World. Am I wrong in this? No, right?
Mario Kart World or GameCube on Nintendo Online. That's it.
Let me
Okay.
see here. Nintendo Switch 2 launch titles.
And by
me
launch
take a
title,
look.
that's what I could buy when I buy a Switch on day one. That's a launch title.
So they got Mario Kart World. They
Yeah.
got Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 versions, which are
Yeah.
run a lot better. They have the Nintendo GameCube games. They have Deltarune chapters, which are launching.
Yep.
They got Street Fighter 6, Split Fiction, Cyberpunk 2077. They have
The Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour game.
They have Yakuza 0. They got Bravely Default Remaster. They got Hitman World of Assassination. They got Rune Factory.
They got Fortnite.
So you're telling me, aside from Mario Kart World, I'm okay because I'm looking at the list here. Metroid Prime Beyond available 2025. Kirby Air Riders 2025.
Yep.
Age of Imprisonment available this winter. Dusk Bloods
Next year.
2026. So there is absolutely no reason for me to purchase a Nintendo Switch 2 on June 5th.
Honestly, yeah, if you want to get it for anything, like I think my attitude is that I will purchase Nintendo Switch 2 when there's a release of Pokemon Legends ZA. But at the moment there isn't one.
I think
'cause
I'll
you don't
jump
want to
in.
have Pokemon Legends to run at like 10 FPS on the Switch One, right?
I think I'll jump in when Metroid Prime 4 is here and ready to go.
I think Metroid Prime 4 is scheduled to come out this year, but there's no confirmed release date yet. So that'll be probably like holiday 2025, I would say.
Okay, I don't need to be out there in the middle of winter trying to buy this thing. Not
No.
winter, whatever. It's summer, not minute.
But yeah.
It's felt like winter the past
Basically,
week.
anyone who's buying a Switch 2 right now, it's more like an investment for future titles that are coming out on the console. Similar
Or-
to when the PS5 came out.
Or you're just a gaming influencer that needs likes and clicks on Nintendo
I
Switch.
mean,
2,
I'm a
really.
gaming
That's all-
influencer that wants likes and clicks.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I mean,
Zenith has
I-
a reason.
I want that too, but at the same time, I've got so many other things that I'm playing right now, including doing Kaiser Wyamon and then also Doom the Dark Ages. And then Elden Ring Night Ring comes out the weekend before the Switch 2 comes out. So I'm kind of good for a bit.
I genuinely don't need this on day one. It's not like
Same.
last time where there was a Zelda, but even then I didn't buy it. Well, I got a Switch like a week or two in. I got the second run. The second shipment run.
I mean, the
'Cause I wanted
Hyrule
Breath of the
Warriors
Wild.
game, I want to play that one because that one I enjoyed the last one they made
Mhm.
and everything like that. So that's cool. Like Hyrule Warriors like Zelda game, but then the Donkey Kong game looks awesome. Metro Prime 4 looks awesome. They're not out yet. They're not going to come out until later in the year.
Well, I don't need a Nintendo Switch 2 on launch because we have Clair Obscur Expedition 33 still ringing in my machine.
Sure you
Guys,
do.
why is Zenith chuckling?
Oh, just
laughing in chat.
I saw something. I had to share this in chat because I saw this really funny thing today. So apparently, someone came up with a dating app called Smash Together, and it's where you try and hook up with other people playing Smash Brothers, but it also kind of sounds like you're fucking. So
yeah.
so Nintendo took it down.
I wonder why.
I just
The
find
Hulk's
it so
favorite
funny.
game, Smash.
Becky, let me smash.
Let me
Nintendo
smash.
won't let Becky smash.
Please. No.
Just imagine using the like Kirby and the chat emojis or whatever with his mouth all wide open.
I just want to suck.
Yeah. I want to Kirby you. That's weird, but yeah, no. Okay, on a more serious note here, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I'm still playing this thing. Morgan, please. I'm still playing Clair Obscur Expedition 30. This might be one of the best games I've played in a long time.
I've been told it's probably a good lineup for Game of the Year. That's why I've been told for that one.
You weren't here when we talked about it last week, Zenith, so go ahead and question.
Yeah.
So, I was tuning in to the Xbox presentation when they were doing their, their Nintendo Direct. I don't know what the hell it's called. I know,
Xbox Direct.
I know there's the, what is it? PlayStation Presents? Is that what it's called?
PlayStation Presents.
yeah.
PlayStation State of Play.
State of Play.
Xbox
State of Play.
Showcase and Nintendo Direct.
Oh, the Xbox Showcase.
Yes.
I don't know. Nobody plays Xbox. Anyway, so I was watching that, and I tuned out was practically everything because I just was not interested. I just had it on the background while I did some art.
Not even Silk
And
Song?
then they
Silk
showed-
Song!
And then they showed this game. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. And the more I saw about it, I was like, you know what? I would get an Xbox for this game. Mind you, it'd be a waste of time to get an Xbox just to play this game. But then I found out that it's coming out to other consoles.
I'm going to say it's not
So
on PlayStation.
now I want it. Yes, it is.
It's on PlayStation. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Good.
So
That's
I
what I was
need to be
thinking.
getting it for PlayStation 5. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it.
Or
I want
you
it. I
can
want it.
get
And Charlie
Xbox Game
Cox
Pass.
Nice.
is the voice actor of one of the main characters, and that is so freaking cool.
Do you want to know what's funny about that, though? He is the voice actor for the main character, but everyone keeps thinking it's Robert Pattinson because of it looks like Robert Pattinson.
The guy
main
looks
character.
like Robert Pattinson. Gustav,
Yeah.
the main protagonist here, looks like Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
So
That's like the
let's go ahead and let's just recap a little bit because we did talk about this last time. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a turn-based RPG that contains elements of Final Fantasy, a little bit of Persona 5. It has a lot of Dark Souls influence in it. And it's not a JRPG in the sense as the setting is basically takes place in like Europe or France. It's like a French European setting. And basically you have the antagonist known as the Paintress. She will paint a number, and then what happens is after she paints that number, the person of the age that the number that was painted, that person gets Thanos into non-existence. So in the example for this game, the number she has painted is the 33. So anyone that is 33 years old is wiped from existence and they turn to dust
Bye,
and
Erik.
flowers.
Bye, Zen.
You called me 33 years old? Thank you so much.
Well, you're already past that, but I just figured you'll buy.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, no. So if I'm 43, I'm fine. I'm alive.
You're not
I need
there
a thing
yet.
that snapped.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Disappeared. So, yeah. So she writes a 33. Well, that was impressive. Give him a clap, everybody.
Nice.
That was good work.
Master
Anyway,
of illusion.
yeah. A regular old Zenith Copperfield. So she writes a number 33. Hey. She writes a number 33. And then anyone that is 33 years old gets wiped from existence. They turn to basically dust and flowers. To counteract the paintress, they have a group of exhibitionists that are going to go on an expedition to take down the paintress. In this case, it is Expedition 33. They are named after the number that she writes. At this point, every expedition has failed because the paintress is still writing numbers. They get to this island. Mild spoiler alert. They get to this island, and then there is a bunch of. What did I say? Expeditionist, right? Is that what I said?
Oh, I think she thought exhibitionists. I think that's what you said.
Expeditionist. Yeah. I did say expeditionist, right?
I think so, yeah. That's what I heard.
Okay.
Morgan just mishearing.
If I didn't, feel free to correct me. Okay. Anyway, so yeah. So the exhibition team goes out. Expedition. See, I did it there because someone confused me now. The expedition team is Expedition 33, and they go out and they go to take on the paintress. A bunch of wild stuff happens, and then you have to go and you reconvene with your party members, and the journey begins. You have turn-based RPG action elements, so it's turn-based, but you can counterattack by either dodging or you can parry the attacks that come at you. This is where the Dark Souls elements come in. You really, really got to learn the timing of the dodging and the parrying to do the most damage to these to these enemies.
Makes you think though that with this game is that like there'll probably be challenge runs in the future where you're not allowed to parry or block.
I don't know if that's a possibility. I'm still making my way through this game, but there are some in here where you cannot beat them without parrying or blocking.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Some of them, like, you can hit them directly and you'll do one small sliver of damage, but if you do a parry, you do massive damage.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of enemies in this game that can basically one-hit you and you're toast.
Okay.
So you're kind of like beating them to the punch by parrying and doing massive damage. There are your saving elements to it. There are random expedition flags that are set throughout the map, and you can save there, basically like bonfires. And you can also level up your characters. You can, assign what's it called? Modifier points and stuff to your characters. You can, tweak your weapons and everything. You can build what's called a camp, and then you can go on the camp, and then you can go and visit an ally that will modify your weapons to make your weapons stronger, add elemental stuff to your weapons. Each character has its own specific like magic style and magic spells, and the damage that they do will have various effects on the enemies you fight.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this game is straight up excellent. It's straight up excellent. This is an incredibly well done game. Now, there's a lot of talk on your Reddits and your forums stuff saying it's an incredibly overhyped game. This is nothing we haven't seen new here. It's whether or not we haven't seen nothing new here or whatnot. It's the fact that this game feels fresh and it's damn good. And I think that's the most important part.
Yeah. It's like you need to have uniqueness in this space and age in order to stand out, and it looks like this game has like achieved that.
And the fact that this is Sandfall's first fucking game out of the gate says a lot. Like, this is an impressive game.
Well, from what I read and everything like that, the obviously the developers who like built the studio were ex-Ubisoft developers, and the reason why they made their own studio, they were bored. Ubisoft, they were bored.
Yeah,
so
they were
just
bored.
Just left because they're like, we're not being challenged. We're not like being asked to do anything creative and like doing the same thing over and over again. So we're like, we're done. We'll make our own place. Then that's the first game, like, which is insane.
That is incredible because, like, I feel this might be a bit of a hot take. I feel that there's just certain game companies that play it kind of safe.
Oh
with some of the development, especially for like different like sequels in their in their major franchises. And I love it when developers come together to try something nothing like not just bold, but also to do something different and just allow their imagination to cultivate something as wonderful as Expedition 33's, because it's not just the incredible gameplay and like as well as the combat, but it's also just the beautiful world, because like the environments of this game look incredibly gorgeous.
I have
and
not
so
even touched that
imaginative.
yet. Yeah, like I have not even touched on any of those elements or any of that stuff here in the conversation. Yes, graphically, everything is beautiful. The worlds, everything, it's bright, it's colorful. As the story is starting to develop, you're starting to see some dark sides to the story, and like the actual impact of the enemies and everything and what's happening in the story. It's very dark, it's very gloomy. The soundtrack to this really sets the mood for the whole game. It is a very well put together
Going on
project.
the soundtrack as well, I also read that apparently the sound artist they found him on Reddit. They literally found him on Reddit. Like they found his
That's
SoundCloud on
wild.
Reddit, and they literally loved his work so much they hired him on the spot right there.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
And it's also apparently like this has got like a really like a very good like cast of voice actors. Like not only is it like Charlie Cox's first voice acting gig in like not as like a actor. It's got Jennifer English,
mm-hmm.
Who isn't she the voice of Shadowheart?
I think.
Afu?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, so the voice actor for Shadowheart. I think there's like another important person that I forgot.
Wait, she didn't Baldur's Gate. She did Elden Ring as well, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that I've heard. Incredibly well done game. I'm finding myself getting hooked more and more with every battle I take, because every enemy has a different pattern for when you have to parry or dodge. So there's a huge collective of enemies in the game that you have to learn when to dodge and when to parry, because you don't want to parry everything. That's another thing. Sometimes there are situations where you just want to dodge and not necessarily try to parry. It really keeps the gameplay interesting. And then as you dodge and you parry, you build up attack points, which you can use for your specials and your magic attacks, etc. And the more of those you have, layered up, you can perform bigger and better attacks as you unlock them. It's an incredibly well done game. So yeah, like the idea that this game spawned out of a team being bored says a lot. Like, we have an industry now that's bored because we keep cranking out the same shit, and none of these big developers want to take any of the risk. Why make a brand new game when we can just crank out another Madden, another COD, or dare I say it, another fucking Assassin's Creed. I'm glad Naughty Dog is getting out of his boat and we're not getting another Last of Us, remake or something along those lines.
I
We're
mean,
getting a
they've
new
already
property.
re-released Last of Us so many times
Yeah.
now. I'm kind of like, just work on the other game now, please. Just do that.
Yeah. It's we need fresh ideas and stuff like this. And like I said, I don't think anything in this game is new. It's not like groundbreaking new that nobody has done before. It's just that they've gone and they've taken all these different elements from these different games, put it together in one package, and it's interesting. It's taken something like, a Final Fantasy that has gotten, a little tired, a little cliched, or it's changed so much from what they originally were that now they're, bringing some of those elements back that it's a fresh breath of air in a video game.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if this thing takes Game of the Year.
I would definitely be a contender for sure. Like, I think there's so many good ones this already for Game of the Year contender, and we're not even halfway through the year.
What's left this year? Like, we're halfway through the year. What's left?
I'd have to have a consult my lists.
Maybe Metroid Prime 4, like that.
I don't think
Metroid Prime 4, that could
it's
be
going to be a good
contender.
game, but I don't think it's going to be Game of the Year.
It will definitely be a contender. I think it will definitely be like on there. Where are my bookmarks? I got like a list.
Final Fantasy VII Remake was last year technically, right? Or Rebirth was last year.
That was on. Yeah. I think that was a contender for Game of the Year last year.
Okay, so that's out of the picture. There's no Grand Theft Auto this year. That's confirmed.
Nope.
Ain't gonna be that.
I say Borderlands 4 maybe, but it depends on how it turns out because Borderlands 3 was kind of a from what I've been told.
I don't think there's anything.
Doom
unless I'm missing Doom might be up there if Doom's as good as you say it is. But there's nothing.
Night Rain. We'll see.
They already tried that last year. They tried that with the DLC thing last year.
That was DLC. No, that was this is a different game now.
Yeah, this is a different game. But like, there is nothing that has kind of spawned conversation quite like this has. Oh, there is the Ghost. Is Ghost of Yotai this year? Yes, right?
Yes, it is actually. Ghost of Yotai is coming out in October now.
So we'll see how that does. But there is nothing that has come out that has gotten the
Death Stranding 2 in June.
Okay, maybe it's a Death Stranding 2.
Could be another contender. Yeah.
But like, I don't think there's anything up.
Metal Gear Solid Delta.
I mean, when is that?
August.
Okay, August.
Mm-hmm.
But someone can go ahead and come in the chat here, or you guys can correct me or whatever, but I cannot think of any game up until this point that has been talked about like this.
True, yeah. Mafia of the Old Country is another one too that could also be potential too.
But like, up until this point, nothing has been talked about like this game is. It came out of nowhere, and it's one of the best things since fucking sliced bread in terms of video games in a long, long time.
Yeah. And the only other one that I can think of is Silk Song, but who knows if that's coming out this year.
No, they said that. See,
Kingdom Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, those two contenders as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but none of those games I've heard the buzz quite like this one.
Monster Hunter Wilds had a good week or two.
Monster Hunter Wilds, that's the game that I've been playing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you've got a game chat, it's great. you kill monsters, you get loot, you make armor. Done.
I mean, it's fun, but at the same time, though, I think my love for Monster Hunter games isn't nearly as much as it used to be, because I used to play Monster Hunter Tri. I loved World, and then I just got so burned out with the series. I had zero interest in Rise, and Wilds. I was moderately interested in it, but at the same time, while the combat isn't satisfying, I feel like I just I'm just kind of like tired of the Monster Hunter formula.
Okay, in the chat here, someone mentioned Blueprints. I've heard about Blueprints. Yeah. I've heard about what was the other one that came out too that's on Game Pass? Give me a second. Look at the Xbox account here real quick, because I saw it on the Xbox. If it loads, here we go. Where is it?
Oh yeah, Oblivion remaster.
Oh, South of Midnight. South of Midnight was the other one I was hearing about.
South of Midnight
I was hearing a lot about. I've heard about
Oblivion remaster could probably go under there too, potentially.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a remaster.
It's a remaster, but it blew other people away.
Did it actually blow it away because it's truly incredible, or is it because they shadow dropped it and no one saw it was coming?
That one.
Yeah, onto the Monster Hunter thing real quick. You got to be getting the Pokemon syndrome thing from the Monster Hunter, right? Like it feels like it's just the same thing
Yeah, probably.
over and over.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, like you go and you hunt the monsters, and then
Like,
you.
I have some friends that are actually partnered by Capcom. I think I have about maybe 4 friends that play nothing but Monster Hunter on their channels, and they've grown great communities from it. And like, I'm happy for them, but there's also no way I can do it because as someone that plays a lot of Zelda and a lot of randomized, if I had to play randomized at the same game over and over and over again, I just don't think I can do it. Like, that's why I go to my brother's place, and when he plays like Final Fantasy 14 PvP like every single night, I just like, I would be so bored. I can't stick to the same game. Yeah, gotta do the dailies.
It's hard. It's hard, like I said. But then again, Monster Hunter is one of those properties that makes millions of dollars a year. It's one of the most popular games in the world.
Much like you could debate that like coffee affects people differently. In the similar sense, people enjoy games differently, and people like it for different reasons. People love the grind. People love the repetition or the coziness of like a certain franchise. Like Dil, that's why you play Pokemon, at least once a week, right?
Unless something comes out that grabs my attention away from Pokemon, yes. Like, Doom the Dark Age is coming out, that'll probably be on my attention for a while. When Elden Ring Night Rain comes out, I'll be all over that. When Final Fantasy VII Rebirth came out, I played that non-stop over a month. For over a month. So, like, yeah. But I at least play Pokemon, like, once or twice. Sometimes I'll marathon it if I'm, like, doing a challenge run with Kaiser Wyamon. I think I did like a full week on Kaiser Wyamon at one point, and that one was, Jesus, my brain. So yeah, I get that. I get that a lot.
Yeah, I see why they do it, and I can totally, like I said, I could totally understand why these companies don't necessarily want to take risk anymore. Why take a risk on a brand new property that might tank, like Concord? Or Concord, take a wild shot at a game that just tanks like Concord, or you can go and at least you have somewhat of a 50% fan base and sell off another Assassin's Creed that somebody will buy, and maybe, just maybe, in some wild state of things, maybe the game industry is finally shifting, and we're like actually getting stuff that's the people are starting to vote with their wallets, I think.
Yep, because it's getting more and more expensive.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a thing, because as these games are getting into that $70 realm solid, and then you're paying upwards of $100 for some bullshit, people are going to start voting with their wallets more, and it's going to be like, we need to actually produce good content for people to play.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where we hit, and like, God bless these companies like Sandfall with this, Expedition 33, or Larian with Baldur's Gate 3, where they just raise the bar, and then people can realize like, oh, these are what good video games are supposed to be.
Yep, literally. And it's just yeah, we just need more developers like this who are willing to take risks, who are willing to do something much more creative, that grabs people's attentions, and also puts a reasonable price on these games as well, that won't overcharge you and want to give all your money for a cash grab.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get to the boat. I'm gonna get to the boat now, and I'm already starting there where I'm like, I don't need to pre-order a Switch. Like, you have nothing for me on day one aside from Mario Kart.
Same boat, because the PS5 that hooked me in because they got the Demon Souls remake on there. I was like, I've never played that game. I really enjoyed the Soulsborne game. I'm buying a PS5 of Demon Souls remake.
So we're gonna end up with this a lot, where people are just gonna be like, I'm gonna vote with my wallet, and we're gonna pick the stuff that's good. And then Game Pass, I'm starting to hark on Game Pass a little bit. Like, Game Pass does offer something out there for a low cost a month, and you have access to multitudes of games. So
True.
gives people less incentive to go purchase, a $60, $70 game right off the, out the gate when they can just wait
Mhm.
for it on Game Pass or whatever.
I just can't wait to watch Zen play Mario Kart World. I'm just gonna watch it. I'm gonna be like, yeah.
You don't get me wrong. I know I'm kind of like beating on the Switch too a little bit here. Zen has one pre-ordered. He's excited. I think
Yep.
Mario Kart World looks great and it's a great idea. I think, maybe it's due, but we'll know in the end when the stuff's actually live and how much did they really raise the bar on Mario Kart. Because 8 was a huge hurdle. Like 8 was a huge jump in,
It was.
Mario Kart. So
And 8 came out on the Wii U originally, and then they
yeah,
revamped
that
it
is
on the Switch.
that is an old fucking base model for that game. So there's that, and then
Anyway,
I've run into this hurdle too, where this is the first time where this has happened to me. I've gotten all the way to end to Final Fantasy IV, all the way to the end, and I cannot beat this. I cannot beat this final boss unless I grind another 10 hours or whatever to get where I need to be, and I'm about ready to just throw in the towel and move on because I feel like I did everything. Would it be that big of a towel throwing? Like, I went through the whole game. I just can't beat this last
Have you
boss.
looked up guides? Have you looked
Oh
up
yeah, everyone
ways
has a
of doing
different
that?
consensus on how to do this,
Yeah.
and here's part of the problem. Final Fantasy IV has several different iterations of it, like several different versions of the game. Some are easier than others, and there's no like overall consensus on how to beat it on the Pixel remaster. Like, there's no consensus strategy. Every strategy is a little
Gotcha.
bit different. So
Okay.
I think I've reached this point where I'm just going to go on YouTube and watch the ending, and then I'm going to move on because I've got Chrono Trigger sitting in my queue here. I've got Chrono Cross sitting in my queue here. We've got Dead Space remake sitting in the queue here. Like,
that's
Completely
good.
forgot. I gotta play more Chrono Cross. Just holy shit, what a year.
there's a lot of shit to play.
Yeah.
So many games. What the fuck?
I got Final Fantasy
this-
6 Pixel Remaster sitting in my queue here. I got to
Game
get through
developers,
Doom
take a year
Eternal.
off, please. Oh, you haven't played Doom Eternal yet?
Not yet, no. I got to finish Doom 2016.
You're gonna love that game so much.
I got to finish Doom 2016.
Oh, you gotta both do, but you gotta go through them
Doom
all.
Eternal.
Yeah, 2020, man, what a time.
2020. What a wild fucking year,
Well, it's just on the same day both Animal Crossing New Horizons and Doom Eternal came out, and thus forever a friendship was born between both communities,
The Doomslayer and fucking Isabel.
who are canonically married.
Canonically married.
They got married in Smash
She
Bros.
changed her name to Isahel.
Yeah.
Really? Like, this is
Yeah.
this is canon? Oh,
No,
I was
I'm
gonna
just
say
kidding.
No,
this canon?
that's not canon, but canonically in Smash Bros, they're married.
Canonically in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have anything else? I think that's it for this week.
No, I'm good. I'm going to go to bed.
You're gonna go to
Yeah.
bed?
I think
Well,
that's all we had to talk about, really. There's like been minor things and everything like that. Like there was some new Kingdom Hearts 4 screenshots that I saw and everything like that that looked quite interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So
Really?
we're gonna see the game in
Yeah.
like 10 years.
No, yeah, they're literally the official Kingdom Hearts account on Twitter. Will like release a statement saying they're working hard on it and that they're gonna get. They posted some screenshots of the game which are new, and there's a rumor that they might be showing a trailer at the Summer Game Fest potentially, or maybe at the Game Awards, perhaps. So
Let's see here.
there's something.
Okay, 1 second here while I look at the calendar. So it would be. Okay, so here's what we got going down. Congratulations, guys! You get a little bit of an extra break. We will not be back on the 31st.
Good, because I'm not
Oh.
here.
We're gonna come back on the 7th of June. So we get
Yep.
an extra 2 week off here, an extra week off.
Gotcha.
We're gonna come back
Ooh.
in.
I will actually have Mario Kart by then.
Nah,
Yeah, you
that's
will.
what that's
to be
the
able to talk about
plan.
Mario Kart.
That's the plan, and
And
partially just because
I
I got some life stuff.
We'll
to
be
get
able
done.
to talk about Elden Ring Night Rain because
There
that'll
we
be out
go.
by then. Yeah.
So, some administrative stuff here. We will be back on the 7th of June. We'll see you guys there. And we got a surprise for you guys. There is a new show up on the channel. You can go check this out. Let me go ahead and I put the link here. Where did it go? Here we go. You can go check this out, guys. This is a new show up on the Good People Media channel on YouTube. It's called Erik and Pow's Split Screen. You can watch Pow and I co-op in games. I put the link up there for you in chat there. We have started Split Fiction. That's episode 1. And we're going to keep playing through this, and we're going to upload some episodes for you. So go check that out.
Cool.
Yep, Split Screen. And we've already started working on some other games. So yeah, please go watch those. Enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe, leave all that good stuff for us so we can see how we're doing and how we can improve it. But that's up and running now. Back to the Backlog is going to come back. I've already got stuff worked out for there. And I've already got something worked out for this monstrosity known as Sonic 06.
Oh, God.
So...
Oh, boy.
Oh boy, here we go. So we got stuff down the pipe for you guys. Also, exclamation social media. You can go and check out all the links to the TikTok and the YouTube and all that good stuff where you can listen to the podcast. We're really working on cranking stuff out for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe on those videos. It helps us out a lot. Same with the podcast here. If you listen to us on Apple, leave us a review. We'd appreciate it very, very much. And yeah. That's it, guys. We'll be back on the 7th. This is Good Friends, Good Games, and we'll see you all very soon.
Bye.
See ya.